Today's episode is brought to you by Audible.com. Go over and get you a free audiobook 30-day free trial over at www.audibletrial.com/nerdcave. You can be picking up Timothy Zahn's new book, Thrawn. It's freaking awesome. Or you can get Ahsoka. You can get all these Star Wars books because everybody loves Star Wars. If you don't love Star Wars, what are you doing with your life? There's over 180,000 titles, though, to choose from. You can get it on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle. And if you have an MP3 player and what are you doing with your life, you can get that there as well. So go over to audibletrial.com/nerdcave and grab you one of those new books. Get smart. We read at the Nerd Cave. We read. Build it beautiful. So, mentioning the books that are going to be coming out, Phasma is going to be written by Delilah S. Dawson. I haven't ever read her books before. Princess Leia will be getting a book called Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray.
In my opinion, that is well overdue.
Mm-hmm. She actually has a book, and I thought this did really well. It's called Bloodlines, and it's in the new canon and everything. Nobody knew that Darth Vader was her father in the new canon. Like, it was hush hush. And in the book, it deals with the aftermath about everyone finding out.
I would assume
that.
So in the old, like in the old extended universe, they did know.
Oh yeah, everybody.
It's like before she found out, people knew.
No. Like after everything happened, everybody's like, "Oh, it came out or whatever," and it wasn't a big deal. But in this, it explores that space of how can we trust someone that is the daughter of Darth Vader or whatever. So
she led the Resistance, guys.
Yeah, it was interesting, and it explains.
That's the one you took forever to read, right? Or was that a show?
No, that was Ahsoka.
Okay.
But it also explains why the Resistance is. Yeah. So I highly suggest people go check that out. Really, go check it out. You can get a 30-day free trial at Audible.
Audible. Trial.com/nerdcave.
Yeah.
/nerdcave or /nerdcave network.
/nerdcave.
I always forget.
And you can get it for free right now. That's a little plug right there.
Go do it.
I suggest that one. Currently reading Thrawn by Timothy Zahn. Awesome book.
What is that about?
Thrawn used to be in the extended universe. Like he was the first non-force user to actually challenge Luke and everybody else.
Mistake.
Extremely intelligent. Probably 1,000 times smarter than Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
But he would study. He's an alien. He's blue skin, red eyes.
Okay.
He would study different civilizations' art to learn how they think and how they are motivated and everything. And excuse me, he would when he goes into battle, he would he studied all this art, so he knows how they're going to react to different situations. That's really amazing.
Cool. That's a really interesting concept.
It is, and when the whole Disney thing happened, they rebooted it, and Thrawn wasn't in there.
Yeah, they totally got rid of the extended universe.
But he came back in Rebels, so he's part of Rebels now. And Timothy Zahn, he's put him into a book. It just came out this week, and it's explaining how the Empire found him.
Yeah.
I'm not super far in, but it's interesting. He'll be given a commentary. He's he'll be talking to somebody and he's dissecting how their movements and how they're responding.
Yeah, he's absorbing every little detail to use it as a strategy.
He's his voice is deepened and his eyes are more closed and it's all that kind of stuff.
Really
it is
cool.
super
I'll check
good.
it out. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Also, there's going to be a Journey to Star Wars: The Last Jedi, The Legends of Luke Skywalker by Ken Liu. So, and then there's one other that is not on this list right here, but is going to be...
Why? Okay, I just saw the title. I'm not going to say anything until you reveal it.
Okay, so there is a Star Wars Rogue One sequel novel is a tie-in to Battlefront 2. Okay, and it is called Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad.
Okay.
Christy Golden.
So like, is it supposed to be like, because like the sequel to Rogue One?
I don't understand why it says
4.
Rogue One sequel.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to show you the trailer for Battlefront in just a second.
Okay.
But we're just covering the books. This one I'm really interested in, and I'm
very curious to know what it's going to be about.
Yes, and I'm not going to go too far into that until we watch this trailer. So go ahead and get your headphones.
Okay. Also, I'll say that it looks like it's kind of following Rogue One's. What's the structure with the? It looked like it had a female lead.
Yes, there is a female lead
in the book.
In the book and in the game.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's really cool. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, I think I'm all for that.
Let's see if this is going to... There's going to be an ad, so we're going to mute that real quick.
And get off that. No free advertisement here.
No free advertisement. Okay, maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see.
Advertisement or not?
I've waited 30 years for this. I still remember my last orders. The day the real war began.
The rebellion cannot be allowed to persist.
Expecting special forces.
That's the point, Sergeant.
Impossible.
Commander,
So that's
what do we do now?
We avenge our Emperor.
Resistance. Rebellion. You will burn these ideas away.
Hope cannot save them!
any further than that. Okay, we'll get to the other end of it.
Okay.
So the first reboot of Battlefront,
Yes.
there was no story to it, no story
Yeah,
mode or anything.
I remember hearing that.
It was a pretty big deal because there was always some kind of story tying everything together.
And this was just you got to play as characters you liked and shoot people.
Yeah, pretty much. Looked gorgeous, handled pretty well, didn't have a ton of depth, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been $60.
No.
But thankfully, EA has listened and they put a story in, and it looks like there's a lot of story here.
And it's from, I may have blanked out for a second, but it's the protagonist is someone from the Empire.
Yeah.
Which that's really cool because it's usually from the Resistance or whatever. So.
Yeah, so getting that person on the bad guy's side of it is going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully at the end they don't make her good, because this story is actually going to span over 30 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to span from when the Death Star explodes, the second Death Star, to when the First Order and the Force Awakens happens. So that's 30 years that's going to take place. So hopefully, 30 years is going to make somebody really hate.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and plus because redemption arcs are sometimes they're good, but sometimes they're just so overused. Cause it's oh look, people can change, and it's I get the story, what you're trying to push here, but sometimes you just need a good hardcore villain.
Yeah,
I want no redemption arcs.
Yeah. I agree 100%. So we're going to finish that in just a second. The book is pretty much is going to go through that squadron, which is Inferno Squadron, and going to go through their story and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay, so it's the book takes place right before the game?
I'm assuming it does. I think it's the journey to that. And then
the game picks up right where the book left off.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping
that would make the most sense, I think.
That they don't do it where sometimes book tie-ins are amazing. It's just kind of supplementary stuff that really gets in depth more, and then the game does a good job of picking up and keep going.
So you don't have to read the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's other times when it's like the book has all the story elements,
and you
then
have to read it, otherwise nothing will make sense.
nothing makes sense,
Yeah.
and then the story's so thin in the game that it's not worth playing.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm hoping that they do it well, do it right, especially since, you know, they've done with EA, they've done it with
Yeah.
BioWare and everything. Mass Effect's had books, and Dragon Age has had
Yeah,
books.
Dragon Age just had so many books.
So I'm hoping that they do it the correct way.
Yes.
And it does well. So that's the story side of it. Looks great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to get this game. I always wanted to get the first Battlefront, but you know, never time or money, whatever. But I would love to get this. It looks really cool.
So here's the rest of the trailer. Now, this is what excites me the most,
Okay.
I think. The story's exciting, but the next part.
That is really cool. That's really cool. I'm
Yeah.
like I was already excited, but now I'm like, okay, I'm absolutely 100% getting this game. When can I get it?
Yes.
Thank you.
So with all of that, in the story mode, you're going to get to be able to play as
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker at some point in time, and you also get to play in the story Kylo Ren.
Yeah, do you get to play as Rey? Because I saw Rey in there for a second.
In the story mode, you're not. Those
But,
are
like-
two that are confirmed that you get to play as in the story mode. Multiplayer, though,
You get to play. You can play as Rey. Like
yeah, you get to
campaign
play
or
as
whatever.
Rey. You get to do all of this. Now, let me find the right article real quick.
That's really cool. I'm very excited for that.
Yes, I am totes magoats excited.
Totes my goats.
Newt Magoot.
Newt McGee.
So, along with all of this, there is going to be... That's not what I wanted. There is going to be classes within this.
Oh, okay.
In the last game, you pretty much... The only thing you got to do or change was the gun. Like, you really didn't get to change
Yeah.
classes. You got character models and all of that. But now there's going to be snipers. There's going to
Yeah.
be heavy infantry. There's going to be officers. And for the first time, you actually get to play as a droid, like when you were in
that'll
the
be
prequel
really
stuff and
cool,
everything.
yeah.
So that's really cool. Also, no season pass.
Ooh.
No season pass. That's a big thing.
That is like that. Every game nowadays has a season pass for
Well,
something.
especially with EA, they're
Yeah.
huge about their season passes.
Yeah, they are.
So,
That's a big deal. I wonder how that'll go over.
yes, and there it is. That's the one I wanted. Star Wars Battlefront 2 won't have a season pass. Offline local co-op exclusive to consoles. Star Wars Battlefront 2 won't feature a season pass. Developer DICE has confirmed. Battlefront 2 creative director Brendan Dimer confirmed the absence of a season pass in an interview with Mashable. "We don't want to segment our community," he said, with regarding why they opted to forego a season pass. And I know he goes on to talk a little bit more about it, but for them to not do that, that's a huge thing.
Absolutely.
Putting out, if they put all of them out at the same time, awesome. Or if they, dole them out after a
increment it.
while. But it helps it where it's not segmenting everything. I know on the first one, once the DLC started hitting, I was like, I'm not playing anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying more for this game.
Yeah.
When it, what it was. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
And you got to see Darth Maul. You're going to play as freaking Darth Maul. Like, that is awesome.
I shouldn't. He's an edgelord.
An edgelord?
He's very edgy.
Oh my god.
He's super goth. Just
No, just stop.
okay. I'm trying to be hip with the kids.
You are a kid.
I'm 20.
Are you 20?
Yeah, I'm 20.
I thought you were like 19.
I mean, I was, but then I turned 20. So I ain't no kid no mo.
Mm-hmm. All right. This one actually made me feel good.
Yes, I
I was worried last week.
mm-hmm.
I was like, why are they doing this?
Was it whenever I sent it to you? Was it the first time you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it was.
I feel
So
like the bearer of good news.
you were the bearer of good news.
Yay.
Leia's Carrie Fisher is not in Star Wars Episode 9. The late Carrie Fisher and her character Leia Organa will not be in Star Wars Episode 9, despite her brother Todd Fisher's recent claims to the contrary. Lucasfilm's president Kathleen Kennedy informed Good Morning America in an interview Friday that Todd Fisher must have been confused. A little PR speak right there.
Yeah.
When he stated earlier this month that the footage of his late sister would be incorporated into the final installment of the new trilogy. Sadly, Carrie will not be in 9, Kennedy told GMA, but we will see a lot of Carrie in 8.
Yeah.
So I'm actually happy about that.
I am too. It does beg the question of, if she's not going to be in 9 at all, what are they going to do with her character?
How they're going to handle that.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, they have to use whatever footage they have for Episode 8, but, like, part of me feels like, because a lot of times if someone, if an actor dies, you know, in like a TV show or movie, the character has to be written off in some sort of way. Unfortunately, that way is usually death.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I really don't want them to kill Leia. I'm hoping they won't. I honestly don't know if they will or not, though.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they do it, because they've already confirmed they're not doing the CGI route that they did in Rogue One.
I'm actually, because like for Rogue One that was different because it was young Leia.
Yeah,
so like that was okay, and I thought that looked really great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really glad they're not doing that. It just wouldn't be the same.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, looking forward to seeing what happens in Episode 8 with Carrie Fisher. If you enjoyed that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want gaming content, you can go over to Nerd Cave Gaming right there. If you want to support us, you can check out Patreon right there. If you want more videos, check them out right here. Go ahead, pick one of them. I wonder which one you're going to do. If you're going to be cool, you'd pick any of them. All 4 of them. You'd be awesome.